Mice, often seen as pests that damage crops, have played a surprisingly significant role in the advancement of modern medicine. These tiny scientists have made invaluable contributions to medical research and scientific discoveries. They are indispensable companions in numerous experiments, assisting researchers in unraveling the mysteries of life and developing effective treatments for various diseases. Have you ever wondered why these small rodents hold such a crucial position in laboratories worldwide? The answer may surprise you. Today, join my Wonder channel as we explore what makes mice the stars of scientific laboratories. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to continue watching other interesting videos of my Wonder channel in the near future. Back in the 50s and 60s, the US government threw a ton of money into medical research to wipe out diseases and find a cure for cancer. With limited funds and a million ideas to test, scientists needed a cheap and easy way to run experiments. Enter the mouse. These little guys could be bred by the thousands in special facilities and then sent out to labs across the country. They became widely used in cancer research, radiation exposure experiments, toxicology and behavioral psychology studies, and even routine medical procedures. Before the advent of advanced pregnancy tests, urine samples were injected into female mice, and ovulation was monitored to determine if the urine donor was pregnant. In December 1980, a research team at Yale University made a groundbreaking discovery by successfully inserting a foreign DNA sequence into a fertilized mouse egg, which was then implanted into a surrogate mother. The resulting offspring was a genetically modified mouse that was born healthy. This landmark achievement marked the beginning of the era of mouse genetic engineering. Today, with advancements in scientific techniques, the mouse genome can be precisely manipulated to introduce, delete, or modify specific genes to study their functions in various experimental conditions. This technology has revolutionized the study of genetic diseases, drug development, and our fundamental understanding of biological processes. The recent development of CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing technology has further simplified and enhanced the precision of genome editing, opening up limitless possibilities in medicine and biology. Why are mice chosen for experiments? One of the primary reasons why mice are extensively used in research is the striking biological similarity between mice and humans. Approximately 95% of the mouse genome is identical to the human genome, indicating that we share many genes that govern fundamental biological processes. From brain structure to immune systems, mice and humans exhibit numerous commonalities. This remarkable similarity has led scientists to believe that findings in mice can provide valuable insights into human biology. The fact that the mouse and human genomes are 95% identical may surprise many, but it is a testament to evolution and the distant evolutionary relationship between species. From an evolutionary standpoint, mice are distant relatives of humans. The last common ancestor between mice and humans lived approximately 80 million years ago. Over the course of evolution, species have undergone branching and independent development, yet they retain a significant portion of their ancestral genes. Mice possess a genome that is 95% identical to that of humans. It is important to note that not all genes are identical. Only about 95% of mouse and human genes are shared. The remaining 5% account for the significant differences in appearance, behavior, and function between the two species. In conclusion, the genetic similarity between mice and humans is a result of a long evolutionary history and allows us to use mice as a model for studying human diseases. However, it is crucial to remember that not all research findings in mice can be directly applied to humans. Ease of genetic modification in mice. Thanks to advancements in gene editing technologies, particularly CRISPR-Cas9, scientists can now readily generate genetically modified mouse models. This enables researchers to investigate human genetic diseases by creating mouse models that carry analogous mutations. For instance, scientists have developed mouse models of Alzheimer's disease to study disease mechanisms and explore novel therapeutic strategies.
I'm getting really worried because I'm afraid I can't go in the kitchen and turn on the stove.
Short reproductive cycle. Mice have a very short reproductive cycle, allowing researchers to observe multiple generations in a relatively short period. Additionally, mice are easy to maintain and care for, requiring minimal space, a simple diet, and adapting well to laboratory environments. These characteristics enable scientists to obtain research results rapidly. Compact size and low cost. The compact size of mice is a significant advantage in research. Their small size results in reduced requirements for food and housing. This small size enables researchers to easily perform surgical procedures, injections, and sample collection. Furthermore, maintaining a mouse colony in a laboratory does not require a large amount of space. This significantly reduces costs compared to maintaining larger animals, such as dogs, cats, or primates. Laboratory mice come in various strains with different price points. Albino mice are the most affordable, starting at $5 per mouse according to Charles River Laboratories. These mice are naturally bred rather than cloned, resulting in genetic variability, and are commonly used in toxicology, anatomy, and aging research. Slightly more expensive are standard black or gray mice, ranging from $16 to $23, often used as a foundation strain for genetic manipulations. Hamsters are similarly priced but primarily used in studies of circadian rhythms due to their hyperactive nature and nocturnal activity. The most expensive strains are hairless mice, ranging from $73 to $136. Their human-like skin allows researchers to easily monitor wound healing and conduct tumor xenograft experiments to observe cancer cell growth. Less red tape. Mice are lucky when it comes to the law. Unlike dogs, cats, or monkeys, there aren't as many strict rules about how they're treated in research. This makes it easier for scientists to get their experiments approved. Genetic homogeneity. Most laboratory mice used in biomedical research are inbred to ensure a high degree of genetic homogeneity. This standardization enhances the reproducibility of experimental results, as outlined by the National Human Genome Research Institute. A fundamental requirement for experimental mice is that they belong to the same inbred strain. Specialized mouse breeding facilities can even produce genetically identical clones of a single mouse, facilitating the replication of previous studies, validation of results, and collaboration among laboratories. The controversies surrounding the use of mice in experiments. Despite playing a crucial role in scientific research, the use of mice in experiments has sparked numerous ethical debates. Many argue that inflicting pain and death on animals is unacceptable. Regardless of their intended use, most laboratory mice share a common fate. They are often euthanized after the completion of a study, according to Smithsonian Magazine. In some studies, scientists dissect mice to examine how they have been physiologically affected by a particular research intervention. Approximately 100 million mice are killed in the United States each year for scientific research, according to Smithsonian Magazine. As the most commonly used laboratory animal, mice have contributed significantly to human scientific achievements. However, the daily experiences of these animals within laboratories remain largely unknown to the public. Not everyone can just use mice in experiments. Scientists must undergo training in animal ethics and care before being allowed to work with them in a laboratory. Regulations regarding animal care vary by country. In Canada and Europe, scientists are subject to oversight by a national regulatory body. In the United States, they must adhere to the specific regulations of each institution and the general guidelines of the National Institutes of Health. Most universities in the United States offer training courses on how to handle mice to minimize stress and pain during experiments. The procedures applied are updated annually to align with the latest understanding of mice. Therefore, scientists must always adhere to strict ethical guidelines when conducting animal research. Here are some renowned experiments using mice that have left a significant mark on scientific history. 1. John B. Calhoun's experiment. John B. Calhoun, an American behavioral scientist, conducted a famous study known as Universe 25 on mice behavior. Calhoun created a paradise, an ideal living environment for mice, with ample food, water, shelter, and space to roam. He observed and recorded their behavior over an extended period. Initially, the mouse population grew rapidly. However, when the population reached a certain threshold, abnormal behaviors began to emerge, a phenomenon known as a behavioral sink. He proposed that when population density becomes excessively high and individuals feel overwhelmed, they lose their ability to adapt, ultimately leading to the collapse of the entire population. The Mouse Utopia experiment is a fascinating and controversial study. It has provided scientific evidence for the complexity of social behavior and demonstrated that even in an ideal environment, social problems can arise. However, many scientists have criticized the oversimplification of comparing a mouse population in an artificial setting to human society. 2. Ivan Pavlov's experiments. Ivan Pavlov, a renowned Russian physiologist, conducted a series of famous experiments on dogs, which also included mice. He discovered the phenomenon of classical conditioning, wherein organisms can associate unrelated events and form conditioned reflexes. This discovery laid the foundation for the field of behavioral psychology and has been widely applied in the study of learning, memory, and psychological disorders. 3. B.F. Skinner's experiments. Skinner, an American psychologist, used rats in his experiments on operant conditioning. He designed special chambers, known as Skinner boxes, to study how rats learn and respond to stimuli. Skinner's research made significant contributions to the development of learning and reinforcement theories and has been widely applied in education, psychotherapy, and animal training. 4. Genetic experiments. Mice have been extensively used in genetic research. Scientists have created genetically modified mice to study genetic diseases, understand gene function, and develop gene therapies. These studies have significantly advanced our understanding of the mechanisms underlying many genetic disorders and have opened up new avenues for treatment. 5. Cancer research. Mice are used to study the development of cancer cells, test new cancer treatments, and investigate the mechanisms of drug resistance in cancer cells. These studies have significantly enhanced our understanding of cancer and led to the development of more effective treatment methods. 6. Aging research. Mice are used to study the aging process, explore factors influencing lifespan, and develop methods to slow down aging. These studies have the potential to extend human lifespan and improve quality of life. One of the most famous laboratory mouse statues is located in Novosibirsk, Russia. The sculpture depicts a mouse standing on a DNA helix, symbolizing the crucial role of mice in genetic research. This statue has become a popular destination for tourists and science enthusiasts. Mice have played and continue to play a significant role in the advancement of science. Thanks to research on mice, we have made great strides in understanding the human body and developing effective treatments for many diseases. However, we must carefully consider the ethical implications of using animals in experiments. Today's video ends here. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below to let me know if you liked this video. Please share the love and give it a thumb up, as well as hit the subscribe button so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.